Hello and welcome to a brand new EPL season. This is Phoenix TV here. Bit of a change for you this year, bit different. We've got all the usual match highlights and player interviews for you, but we'll move straight into last night's games. I've got Anna Corrigan here with me.
Hello.
Welcome back. Yeah, always
nice
good to be back. Right, okay, we'll get straight into it. Last night, fresh out of their Rose Bowl victory. Well done on your 3-4, I think it was, down in Sheffield, lost to the Tigers. Bit of a scary one for Sheffield, 4-0 down. Managed to pull it back to 4-3.
Yeah.
Make what you want of that after one game.
I don't think they've done badly, to be fair. I think everybody knows that Tigers are going to be a tough team this season, and we're, to the back end of last season. So actually, for Sheffield to come away from it, with only a 1-goal deficit, I think they've done pretty well. I know that following the Tigers' Twitter last night, they were even a little bit unsure if they were going to get that
bit on edge over
there.
there. We do love following our hockey on social media. As if that wasn't exciting enough for you, we head down to Basingstoke, where the EPL season eased itself in nicely with a 6-4 win for the Bison and a bench clearance.
Always.
Welcome back to hockey, folks. That was quite exciting. You don't need us to tell you about it. Get on Twitter, go and have a look through the tweets. It was simply fantastic.
And I think it caught everybody a bit by surprise as well. It started off with just a few handbags and then
talk about
out the whole bench.
A dynamite start to the season, I think. Then down in the Isle of Wight, first game in the new Cup, our White Link Raiders were somewhat stuffed, with no disrespect, by the Milton Keynes Lightning. That was a 1-7 scoreline in favour of Milton Keynes. Not quite the cup upset that I think the board might have been hoping for. No,
but I'm also, with no disrespect to MK, quite surprised that they did get such a lead on that game. They had a long trip. They had to get there by ferry, no less. So I didn't think they'd be coming out of the traps so strong, and they've actually done really, really well to get a 7-1 lead. Yes, they're in a league lower, but to be honest, I don't think that owes them any disrespect.
Absolutely not.
We know when we're going to play our Hawks, we're going to be in for some tough games. So, you know what? Hopefully they'll get their feet on the ground and they'll do pretty well.
Looking forward to it. Another game in the Cup last night. Tonight's opponents here at the Ice Dome, Swindon Wildcats.
Yep.
They hosted the Chelmsford Chieftains. That's a bit of a tongue twister, folks. I think I take some credit for that one. A 4-1 win for Swindon. Not quite the thumping that MK delivered down in the Isle of Wight.
Nope.
Make of it what you will. I think Chelmsford took Swindon quite like surprise.
Yeah, but a win's a win, for Swindon. They'll be coming into tonight's game off the back of that. Again, no disrespect for the league below us. Like I said, there's going to be some really interesting games, I think, and they just need to get used to the EPL standard of hockey. And I think once everyone's sort of figured out what they're doing, it's going to be a bit of a rough ride, I think.
Well, be fun. It'll be fun. On to the game that we only really care about, let's be honest, down in Bracknell. The Bees scored once, we scored 3. Never mind your Rose Bowl. Cracking start to the season.
What more could we ask for? And Shaun Thompson, absolute credit to him. First game back in his old barn. And got a good goal there.
Notches one on the score sheet. Kovar, Cerny with the goals. We opened our account on the power play, so Mr. Shirt Launch Man asking about your power play. There you go, fella. Tonight's game, Swindon Wildcats. We're 2 games into the season, based on absolutely nothing. How do we judge how it's going to go? We're in our own barn. We're always tough to beat. I think Mr. Lyle, everybody's favourite pantomime villain, in the house. The return of Kenton Smith, of course, captained us for a few seasons. Based on absolutely nothing, I'm going to go for Phoenix 4-3 win in overtime.
I was going to go 3-2, so possibly a similar scenario. I don't think it's going to be easy by any means. Steve Lyle, we know, arguably one of the best netminders to come out of Britain in terms of ice hockey, can certainly put up a show-stopping performance. But then, similarly, we've got the best netminding tandem, I'm going to say ever.
No, go on. I think we'll give you that.
I don't know if it's going to be Fone or Declan coming out between the pipes. Probably Fone if Declan iced last night. But yeah, I think we'll have it. They've had a week full of Tony Hand's infamous training camp, and I think the lads will be ready for it. So I think
can't disagree with you. Right, that's enough gib gab from us.
Absolutely.
Let's go and watch some hockey.
Stretch his legs. He's had his pocket picked. Played out front. Good chance there. Fone makes the save, and Ham gets the puck away onto the wing for Michael Cerny. Big shot. Lyle makes the save. Loose puck there, and James Archer scores. Big shot from Michael Cerny. Stevie Lyle got a piece of it, but he could not hold on to it. And James Archer got his stick loose, fires it in past Stevie Lyle. Great start for the Manchester Phoenix. They lead Swindon by a 1-0. On the left side, it's Walker. Gets it back off the Swindon player, will carry his way into the zone. Still got it on a Walker backhand. Lyle makes the save. Cook is still loose, and eventually Stevie Lyle will get the paddle down and drop on top of it. away from Callum Douglas. Backhands it through, it's Hand who picks it up. Neil goes backdoor from the line. Boothroyd just wide of the far post. James Archer gets onto it, Hand going towards the net. The pass deflected off Jan Kostel. Back to Kovar, who curls out of the corner. Didn't like what he saw, so he'll circle back in again. Now moves out, sharp angle off the pipe. Plenty of traffic in front of Stevie Lyle, who saw it very late. Hand at the top of the circle, Hand cross ice to Michael Cerny. Cerny stops up away from Simmons, plays it back door, good save by Lyle on Tony Hand. Wood playing the puck in behind the net, Archer helps it on to Michael Cerny. Cerny plays it to himself off the back of the net, plenty of traffic in front. Cerny didn't get the shot away, Lyle thought the puck was behind him. It was Thumbs, Frankie Backlick, he drops it back. Kovar throws it towards the net, Lyle waves the stick at it. Kovar backhands out into the slot, no Phoenix player can get onto it, and it's Harding who flips it away as far as Berlin, who turns and finds Kovar, who out-muscles Stephen Whitfield. Whitfield loses his edge, Kovar. Berlin, top of the circle, shoots, and Lyle, deep in his net, gets behind it and holds on. Moore has the puck for the Wildcats. Gains the red, dumps it in. Fone gets his stick onto it. The linesman was going to call an icing there, but the referee allows play to continue. Kovar with a nice pass to Frankie Backlick. He's got the legs on Douglas into the zone. He flips it to himself off the top of the plexi. They've not got much time. The Phoenix need to get the shot away. Kovar trying to backhand it across towards Backlick, and the buzzer will go to end the first period. End-to-end stuff at the Ice Stone. But the early goal from James Archer, it's 20 minutes gone. It's Phoenix 1, Wildcats 0.
Your old car, seen better days, given up the ghost? You need the friendly guys at Davidson's. One phone call is all you need. They'll collect your car for free, sort out that nasty paperwork, and transform your old banger into lots of lovely cash. Because Davidson's are extremely reputable and recommended by the DVLA. So for the best prices, cash on the spot, and to scrap your car with confidence, call us on 0161 928 9981.
Davidson's, we're talking scrap.
CNI Solutions, keeping your computer network infrastructure beating. Because if it stops, so does your business. We provide many unique ways of keeping your network running at its full potential, ensuring your company never misses a beat. CNI Solutions, keeping your computer network infrastructure beating.
Backlick in the centre circle, played it towards the Phoenix bench. Pass was into the skates of Backlick from Thompson. Sandvik will curl in. Wine shoots just wide of the far post. It is the Wildcats who win it. Malasinski moves into the corner, off the crossbar. Sharp angle chance for Thomas Malasinski. And he got it up over the blocker hand of Stephen Fone, but pings it off the crossbar. Watkins will play it back to Boothroyd. Walker flips it through, takes a couple of bumps from Sam Bullis on his way to the bench. Walker sweeping it cross ice to Graham. Nice pass back on Carter, step on the D, shoots, he scores! Great stretch pass from Joe Graham. Frankie Backlick lock and load. Tippy top corner past the glove hand of Stevie Lyle. The Phoenix double their money in the second period. It's Manchester 2, Swindon 0. Boothroyd down in the face-off circle. Another risky pass, Nell keeps it in, shot, good save by Fone again, Nell onto the rebound, sweeps it in front, Malasinski was tied up with them, Woody couldn't get the shot away. Simmons once more, dumps down into the corner. Betteridge backhand off the back of the goal, Sandvik into the slot, good save once and twice from Fone, and he falls on top of the puck, sends the puck away, and Frankie Backlick will skate it down the ice, through his legs, carries around on his backhand, playing it into the slot, Kovar not quite there. Betteridge will backhand around the boards. Thompson reads it well, keeps it in, holds off his man nicely. Kovar playing it into the slot. Thompson shoots, Lyle makes the save, puck still loose, and Lyle sees it, dives out with that big trapper. Away comes Smithy, backhands down in the corner. Sandvik towards Harding, back to Sandvik down in the corner, and now Harding coming out back door, and they score. Lovely pass from Adam Harding, and Thomas Malasinski fires it in past Stephen Fone. It is a power play goal for the Swindon Wildcats, And the lead for the Phoenix is halved. It's Manchester 2, Swindon 1.
Here at CW Motors, we provide a large range of high-quality services. Your vehicle will be looked after by our highly qualified and dedicated team, using both state-of-the-art technology and good old-fashioned elbow grease. We specialise in accident crash repair, mechanical and bodywork and MOT preparation. We also have oven and jig facilities and can provide insurance estimates. So, for a friendly and professional service, come and see us at Victoria Mill, Droylsden. Or you can call us on 0161 371 9983.
Costello gets the pass away towards Henry. Sam-Vic Graham dives in, loose puck into the slot, well blocked. Betteridge turning, shooting, it's deflected and got through the legs of Stephen Fone. The Phoenix could not clear the lines, and Ollie Betteridge turning and shooting. It looked like it deflected off something on the way through, but it's gone right through the wickets, Stephen Fone. And with 31 seconds gone in the period, we are all tied up. It's Phoenix 2, Wildcats 2. Lovely pass, Kovar tipping it through, down into the corner. He feathers it around the boards to Frankie Bakalik. Bakalik tied up by Jan Costello. Kovar comes away with a puck. Thompson the slot, couldn't back the shot away. Berlin shoots, save made by Lyle. He doesn't know where the puck is. It is still loose, and eventually Lyle will fall on top of it. Will take the face off. It is handled that wins to draw Graham from the line. Lyle juggles it, Cerny picking it up, trying to wrap it in, and he scores! Stevie Lyle is still looking behind himself. He finally finds the puck. Great awareness from Michael Cerny as the shot came off Lyle's glove. He sneaks a soft one past the pad of the Swindon netminder, and the Phoenix retake the lead. It's Manchester 3, Swindon 2. Simmons to Nell, whose shot gets blocked. It bounces back to Nell again, but Archer picks his pocket, and away come the Phoenix 3 on 2. It's Michael Cerny, the left-hand side. Cerny cutting in, backhander from a sharp angle, and Stevie Lyle will make the stop and hold on with a tip. He gets it back on his backhand, playing it out front. Richardson's got it away. Berlin was caught mid-curl. Nell breaking in, rings it in and scores. Aaron Nell with a very nice shot past the blocker of Stephen Fone. And with 5:10 to go, the game is all square once again. It's a goal for Aaron Nell. It's Manchester 3, Swindon 3. Graham back to Johan Berlin. He gives it to Bakalik. He tried to knock it past Betteridge. Comes straight back to Berlin. This time Bakalik will gain the zone. He backhands down into the corner. Lyle around the boards, knocking it down is Kovar. They need to get the shot away quickly as time is winding down. Thompson behind the net, can't get the shot away, and that will do it. 60 minutes gone, it's 3-3, and we will head to overtime. Finds Graham. Risky pass, can't get it clear. Shot from Simmons. Fone will make the save again. Straight into it, carries down the ice. Throws on the brakes, plays it in behind the net. Lyle paddles it away down to Stephen Whitfield in the corner. Whitfield's turned it over. Hand in front, Bakalik hits the post. Went backhand, beats Stevie Lyle, but rings it off the pipe. Bakalik trying to backhand it through towards Kovar and Richardson to take the draw. Kovar wins it. Bakalik gets it back towards Hand. The puck bobbled as he was going to shoot, and that will do it for sudden death overtime. The Wildcats survive, and we head to penalties. With it, away comes Aaron Nell against Stephen Fone. Nell in, shoots, Fone makes the save. As Nell, Walker will start to skate. Fairly direct, down the centre. Puck just bobbled as he was trying to deke, and there was no way past the left pad. We'll go second for the Wildcats against Stephen Fone. Costello direct up the middle, settles it down, lovely move, puts it up over the left pad of Stephen Fone. James Archer against Stevie Lyle. Archer moves left, he'll cut in, puck bobbled, but he gets it through the legs and scores for the Wildcats. He will move in on Fone puts it up over the right pad to keep the game alive against Stevie Lyle. Here we go. Cerny will bring the puck ahead. It's a slow build-up. Shoots, Lyle makes the save, and the Swindon Wildcats will pick up the extra point at the ice dome, as Cerny just did not have enough room to get that shot away. And it's not the start to the home campaign that the Manchester Phoenix would have wanted. They will pick up a point, but it's Swindon who get the extra point to take back down to Wiltshire.
Okay, first home game of the season, and it's finished Manchester 3, Swindon Wildcats 4 after penalty shots. I'm here with the man of the match, Stevie Fone. Steve, a strange game. We worked hard, they worked hard, they just seemed to finish stronger.
Yeah, I think we came out in the first looking quite good. Sort of continued over from yesterday's game. But we slowly, let them get back into the game in the second and the third, and then they just seemed to pick up on that and, take control. So it seemed like, especially when we got to overtime, we were sort of clinging on by the end a little bit. So I mean, it's good to get a point, but it's disappointing with the way we started. We know we've got better.
And their first line's a good, strong first line. I mean, and they're a big, strong, tough team as well. I mean, not so much on the physical side, but they make you work hard all game.
Yeah, they've always been a good team, Swindon. I know in the past they have ups and downs, but you look at the players they got, the strength they've got. They're a really tough team on their day, and you only have to see how they were playing at the end of last season. And I think they've kept the main core of the team, a few replacements here and there. So they're always going to be a tough team to play, Swindon, and I think even every time we play them here, we've never had an easy game against them. So it's one of them that you expect it's going to be tough. So
at the end of the day, it's 3 points out of 4. It could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. It's disappointing when we were leading in the third to let them creep back into it. But when it gets to a penalty shootout, it can go either way. And you look at it that way. We've got 3 out of 4. It's not bad, so to speak.
Tough one next week, Basingstoke and then Sheffield. I mean, no hiding place next week. In fact, there's no hiding place any weekend.
No, the league this year, it's every team's going to be tough. You only got to look at yesterday's game. Bracknell, on paper, are going to be supposed to be one of the weaker teams in the league. They give us a really tough game down there. So every weekend's going to be a battle, and we just got to take it one game at a time and just take as many points as we can. Okay, Steve, thanks very much. Unlucky tonight, but let's move on and pick them up next weekend. Yep, definitely.
Well, we're having the usual post-match, what will we call it, post-mortem maybe tonight after that. Well, we lost 4-3 to Swindon Wildcats. Tough game. I actually thought it wasn't a bad game of hockey to watch. We're here with Anna.
Hello. And
we've got Shaun Thompson. Hi, Shaun.
Hiya.
Shaun, difficult to explain that one. Swindon are a funny team. They work very, very hard. So do we, and we just fell just short, really.
Yeah, I heard a rumour that Swindon is Manchester's bogey team. I have heard that. It was a tough game, tough weekend. You got the first one out of the way. We've only been together. That's our 4th game now. So we'll take 3 points. We'll take 3 out of 4 this weekend.
Anna?
Yeah, not a bad effort certainly, and congratulations to you for putting one past your old team. That must be nice when you've moved on and show how successful you are in your new team.
Yeah, it was a nice feeling. It's tough to go back there. I was definitely nervous. But to get the 2 points and score, it was a good feeling.
Did they welcome you with open arms? I wasn't there.
Yeah, no, it was a good reception. It was nice to go back. It always is. It is a good club, Bracknell.
Seems to be.
All right, so that's the weekend. A good win down at Bracknell, because sometimes they, like you did last year when you were with them, gave us a bit of a tanking in one of the games, didn't you?
Yeah, but I wasn't playing that game.
Maybe that's why it happened then. Yeah.
But I was there watching it, and it was just looked like one of those games. Everything that Bracknell did went well, but I think it was the night before or something, or it was the reverse score. So
yeah, well, last night I say it's from what I read, and it was a comfortable win. Great second period by you boys last night.
Yeah, the score didn't really reflect the game. I think we comfortably won that game. There wasn't too much of a problem. We outshot them. Their goalie played well. But I think, you know, we deserved the win yesterday. Today, a little bit different. We had a good start, good first period. And then second and third, we drifted off, and they did play well. You know, fair play to them. They played smart, they played well, they played hard, and they came out with the extra point. Yeah,
at the end of the first, it certainly looked like we had it in the bag, but we were saying before, we probably all nursing tired legs now. You've had Tony's training camp this week. You know, it was a long old drive to Bracknell that everyone's got to get used to, I suppose, that tiredness from a Saturday night leading into a Sunday. So, to be honest, like say 3 out of 4, I don't think that's too bad at this point in the season. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah,
we'll definitely take that, and all those things will come into place. It was a little bit flat. You could see some guys were tired, so it's difficult to to say. You can make as many excuses as you like. You know, we ended up 1 point short, and we'll learn from that and roll on to next weekend.
Absolutely.
So next weekend, tough games. Well, they're all tough games. I know we keep saying that. Tony keeps saying that every time. There's no such thing as an easy weekend.
Yeah,
but Basingstoke, they look quite strong again.
Yeah, they were pretty much exactly the same team, with a couple of changes. So they play hard, a lot harder than Swindon. We know what they're capable of. They achieved. I think they overachieved last year. I don't think anybody really saw that coming with Basingstoke. So it will be a tough game in their barn, but we have to learn from tonight and make sure that we give them a good game and bring the 2 points home.
And then we play Sheffield. We owe them one.
Definitely. Everyone kept saying, you can't believe you lost 6-1, but it was pre-season. To me, it meant nothing. For me, just to feel the ice and everything, it was fine. We play like we play, and we'll bring home the points each weekend.
I was thinking before, I don't know if throwing a trophy in the mix of those Sheffield friendlies, which is what they are. They're a pre-season friendly. It's kind of giving it an unnecessary edge of competition. Don't get me wrong, every game's important and it's a chance to play around, but I think the fact that there is a trophy in the mix has kind of hyped it up to maybe something that it shouldn't be. Well, that's my opinion. It doesn't probably count for much, but
obviously they do that a lot in sport, for not just ice hockey. So it's a nice way to get going. But as everybody said, Sheffield had a huge step on us, training for a month, a couple of games, tournament. Again, we run out of steam that weekend as well. We played really well on the Friday, and we were different on the Sunday. We'll get there.
And they've not won since, we'll just add as well, so,
I've got to say, yes, we will get there. It's early days, as you say, 4th game, 1 week of training, bit of a rest for a couple of days and get back to it and get ready for the weekend.
Yeah, I can't see there being any problem. I like the squad before I turned up, and, I like it even more now. We have 3 strong lines, we have 2 excellent goalies, and we have a really solid defensive core that I've been impressed with for years. So as soon as everything clicks, we'll be absolutely fine here.
Shaun, thanks very much, mate. Do appreciate it. Any more, Anna?
No, I'm good.
Right, well, that's it for this week then. Okay, don't forget you can follow Phoenix TV on Twitter, on Facebook, in the MEN, on television, wherever. Just follow the Phoenix and you'll be all right. See you next week.